Alright, hi guys, welcome back to PKFX YouTube trading channel. So this will be an trade entry update. I've entered a trade, EURJPY. I would say this is a pretty risky trade, and this is pretty much a counter trend trade. So just very quickly to update what's going on and why did I take this particular trade. So the weekly was bullish, the daily was bullish, but the 4-hour turned bearish, and the last week closed as an indecision doji candle. So this red candle was pretty much last week. You can see this was the higher high, this was the higher low, and the market had a tremendous run upwards last week, followed by an indecision doji candle. So you can see a clearly long week in the upside and also a long week in the downside, and the market pretty much closed like this, where I would say it hasn't decided whether it's going to move up or down. From what I've seen in majority of the markets lately, in all the currency pairs, whenever there was a strong bullish candle followed by an indecision candle, usually it follows back with a bearish candle to come back and retest any other previous structure point. So it could be this structure point, or it could also be this structure point. I believe this particular zone over here, this is the zone that I'm interested in, where I believe that it's going to come back and retest this previous structure points. And because this is on a weekly basis, high chances for this to happen. But at the same time, I got to also accept the fact that the market has been bullish, and the following market movement for this week as well could just continue to be bullish. As you can see, the candle has already started, and for the past 2 days it has been slowly grinding upwards, right? So we have to accept the fact that this is a counter trend trade, and the market can always do whatever it wants, can keep going up. Regardless of that, why did I enter was because it was already at a highest point. So I'm expecting some sort of a pullback. If I go to the daily candlestick over here, I see that the daily EMA is also gradually building up its upward momentum, but the candle has pretty much run pretty far away, and this sort of pullback, to me, this sort of pullback is still not sufficient yet for me to say that this is a reasonable digestion of the move. I'm expecting some sort of a pullback deeper before the market continue to rally upwards. I am expecting the JPY pair to continue becoming weaker over the upcoming months. So EURJPY is meant to be stronger, hence the rally should go towards the upside. But I need some sort of a good amount of a pullback before a healthy rally can resume in the up direction. So daily is still a buy. And if I go to the 4-hour candlestick, so this was the reason for the entry, because I saw that the market in the 4-hour candle, right, this was the higher high and this was the higher low, and this particular candle, which was a very strong bearish engulfing candle, broke the structure, creating a new lower low, and this is now the lower high, which essentially is the highest point for this market, right? So this region, though it is not a very strong region, this is actually a 4-hour zone where once broken now, this can act as a resistance. So this is my zone of interest or area of interest or resistance area. It will only turn into a support if this is broken above and retest and confirmed it before the market rallies upwards. So this was a reasonable area for me to enter for the trade. I understand that it was counter trend trade, so I risked a very small amount only, as usual 0.5% only for this particular trade, because the confluences doesn't align exactly to my strategy. It is still a part of the strategy, but I gotta accept the fact that the markings that I'm giving for the confluences is not going to be high because this is counter trend trade, right? For this one, it literally just got 55%. So I'm still going on with this trade. The challenge over here, the 4-hour EMA is still coming as a support. This has to be broken as well. The main reason for the entry, like I said, is because of the weekly doji, and I'm expecting some sort of a pullback, and whatever move over here is essentially retesting from bottom to confirm this as a resistance before moving down. Now, if I zoom in further to the 1-hour candlestick pattern, you can see that any strong downward moves like this, followed by multiple different candles forming, all these structures, to me, this is still, not so strong. We gotta accept the fact that at this point of time here, it was the lower low, and this was the lower high, and this broke, and this became the higher high, and this became the higher low. So this is the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and at this point of time, the market pretty much shifted back to sell. This was the reason why I entered. If I zoom in, I saw the 30 minutes, 1 hour candle shifted to a sell. Hence, upon this pullback, I entered. But now, right now, as I'm recording, if this was the highest point, the market has shifted back into a buy. So this, I would say, is still 50-50. This trade is very risky. It is still 50-50. It can always push back down, or it can literally just fly up, right? If I were to follow the weekly and daily, the pro trend trade was to continue buying upwards, but I do not want to buy a higher high, which is the highest point in the market when you consider from a weekly perspective. It doesn't make sense to me because I cannot draw any other area of zone of interest or resistance where I can target the market to go at. But I can expect some sort of a pullback before I enter for a buy. The best thing to do is to wait for a pullback and then enter for a buy. But this has also provided me an opportunity for a counter trend trade. Hence, I'm in this trade. And ever since I entered, the market seems to be just buffering over here. This could be, a push down and then a pullback before the next push down, which I'm looking forward to. But at the same time, any move in this candle that closes above this round psychological number and above this this box that I've drawn over here, that is pretty much going to indicate to me that the market is going to hit the stop loss. So it is what it is. I'm looking forward for a positive response in my side, and I'll update the journals accordingly. And that's about it, guys. That's the update for this particular trade. EURJPY, I'm selling. All right. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Have a good day.